With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Adam Wainwright gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, been a fairly decent start to the year, 3-2 in their first 5.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Wainwright into the windup. Here it is on 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget.
On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out. And with that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Smoke toward third. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Matt Carpenter can play a number of positions. He's played second, third base. For me, he's better suited at third base. Very sure-handed. He's got a good enough arm to play over there. And I think he's a bit more comfortable at that position.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. It's the Cubs 0, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jake Arrieta starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he was the Cy Young Award winner last year. You know, he's one of the best pitchers in all of the game. And he's looking to prove that award last year was no fluke.
Rendell Grichuk comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for St. Louis, center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their rival, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
First delivery to him on the way. Colton Wong comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Down in order go the Cardinals. After 1, no score. Jorge Soler will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Jorge Soler.
Wainwright looks in. Here comes the first pitch. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Calling for it. Adams looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Stepping in, Miguel Montero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. To his left, Wong.
You know, I don't think this is what he intended to have happen, but it's going to work out for him. Once he saw the ball get by the pitcher's mound, we knew it was going to be a tough play. And sure enough, he winds up beating this thing out for an infield single.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
No balls.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Matt Holliday.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and two. Here it comes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High pop up. Bryant is there for it. 1 away.
We'll check out that 1-2 pitch again in show motion. This pitch is up around the letters, and you'll see that back elbow drop down a bit and kind of drag through the zone. That's what causes him to pop it up.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Matt Adams will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two 2-1. Here it is. All even now, 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Javier Baez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Baez.
Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Wow, he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Jake Arrieta.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Wainwright gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Here's a cold strike on the curveball. 1-2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Ground ball right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a beat on it. 1 down.
Batting 9.
Adam Wainwright stands in.
Wainwright.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Rendell Grichuk is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Hit to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Now he pulls it in the air down the line in right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, on his way to second now.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. And I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
In is Jorge Soler. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. In the air out toward right field. Piscotty moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities that they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Colton Wong is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
0-1.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Arrieta's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And you can see both guys bringing it pretty good in this one. 95 on one hand, 92 on the other. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Matt Holliday will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Ben Zobrist heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
3-0 now.
Looking a little off here to start the 5th.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Jason Hayward steps in now. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Hit out towards second. Peralta for 1. On to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward.
As far as pitchers go, it seems like you're never far away from working out of danger if you've got that good sinking fastball. Here he's going to start this pitch right in the strike zone and then let it bear straight down. And at the plate, it's tough to do anything with it but hit it on the ground.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low, and you know what? He may have had a case.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Halfway home, still no score. Johnny Peralta will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and a rather easy first out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Matt Adams will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Arrieta into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. Right side and right into the shift. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Stephen Piscotty is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moving under it, Fowler makes the play, and there are two gone now. So a runner at first with two away, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Jake Arrieta will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
Jake Arrieta.
Wainwright's ready. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Dexter Fowler will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the sixth.
Now batting.
Chris Bryant will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Adam Wainwright gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Pitcher, Adam Wainwright.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Rendell Grichuk will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he lays off there 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Colton Wong will stand in. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground up the middle, Zobrist is there, and he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
He's set. Here it comes. Matt Carpenter is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soler is there, and that retires the side. Cards leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Anthony Rizzo will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Jorge Soler will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Wainwright comes set. Here's the 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay home, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, we waited until the 7th inning to get somebody into the run column. Here's your opening run of the game right there. The way this one's gone, 1 run might be enough to do it.
Ben Zobrist steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Yet not always an easy play heading toward the stands out there in left field. He's got a few different things to worry about over there, but he stays with it to make it look routine.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Grichuk racing back. Gone! two-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and the call's gone out for the big guy, right-hander Jonathan Broxton. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming.
Batter number 9, shortstop, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Munenori Kawasaki will come on as a pinch hitter.
Munenori Kawasaki.
3 runs already home here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Grichuk has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's 3-0 Chicago. Munenori Kawasaki will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 66.
Matt Holliday will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Leading off for St. Louis.
Lays off 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. Johnny Peralta stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. High in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Matt Adams will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Hayward, still going back. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Stephen Piscotty will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Jake Arrieta comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Broxton sets, 2-2 on its way. Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their 3rd hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Number 70, Tyler Lyons. Now playing right field and batting in the 9th spot, number 41.
Anthony Rizzo comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, you know, Anthony Rizzo was an all-star in 2014, but he really exploded on the scene in 2015, where he was named to the National League All-Star team again, and he competed in the home run derby as well.
Peralta for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, 3 singles, and that had him in position to really put together a huge inning. But one ground ball might just put an end to those thoughts. The run does come in to score from third, but this is a costly double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now there's 2 outs.
In is Jorge Soler. Sent out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Yadier Molina, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. You shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
To first, Rizzo comes up with it. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Rendell Grichuk will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Kawasaki is up with it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Montero. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ben Zobrist stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First offering on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, this is all about knowing how to play right field here in your home ballpark. The first step is good, angle's good, and he runs this one down heading into the corner.
Jason Hayward will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
That slider is just devastating against left-handed hitters. I mean, he wasn't even close to that one.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 4-0. Colton Wong will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Counts 1-0.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and reined in, 1 away.
Third baseman number 13.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Matt Carpenter is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
The pitch count, you ask, right at 100 now, but I think this is still a game that he can finish off, no doubt about it.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Hit hard to short. Kawasaki fields it cleanly on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
This has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. It's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Matt Holliday will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-0. Good night from St. Louis.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.